SeekretD. We're going to drive and chat. So, I read this post yesterday about a woman who shared text between her and a friend. And this friend is basically reaching out to her to ask her if she can talk to, deal with, date, whatever, her ex-boyfriend. So, to add context, the woman added that her and this guy had dated for 2 years. And people in the comments were saying that they broke up the day before. I don't know how true that is because the person who posted it didn't say that herself. So I don't know if people were just saying that like to add a little extra drama to the post. I'm not sure. We don't know when they broke up, but I hope that's not true because, girl. Anyway, so basically the text, the first text is her friend asking her if she can talk to her. A lot of it is blurred out because she tried to take the names out. So you lost some of the conversation, but essentially her friend is asking her how she would feel about her dating her ex. Now, she basically told the friend, like, why are you asking me this? Like, essentially, like, you're asking me for what? Like, and then her answer was more or less like, do what you want to do, but if you do it, you don't got to worry about talking to me anymore. You could talk to him, but then don't worry about talking to me anymore. Now, I don't think she was wrong, right? So that was the post was asking if she was wrong, or she was asking if she was wrong for the way she reacted. Absolutely not, because that's one thing that I'm not really a fan of. It's feeling like she was kind of checking for or feeling you do while y'all was together. Could have possibly been talking to him while y'all was together. Could have been part of the reason that y'all broke up. There's so many things here that you can't say. And while we don't like to assume, we're going to assume, because why you want to talk to my ex? I don't see any world where this is like, oh yeah, unless y'all had something going on while we're together, especially if they broke up the day before. Again, I don't know if that's fact, but at the bones of it, if you want to talk to somebody, like for instance, if one of my friends would hit me up like, oh, I want to talk to your ex, it's a little weird, especially if we're supposed to be close friends. Like, I understand if it's an acquaintance, like if somebody that I went to school with decided to talk to one of my exes, okay, it just happens to be that we're both in the world. Okay, I dated this guy, but we're not friends, we don't talk, you know what I mean? But if we have like a real friendship where we talk daily or weekly or whatever, and I was talking to you about this relationship and the ins and outs of it, or whatever he put me through or whatever I did, yada yada yada, you can't ask me if you can date him, because no. And I'm not territorial like that, but honestly, I would be like, do whatever you want. And not for nothing, one of the commenters, which obviously was a man, was talking about, it's giving that she still wants to be with him, and if that's the case, why don't she just get back with him instead of getting mad at her friend? And that's dumb. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. It's not about that, right? So the thing is this: why would you, my friend who I talk to, I'm close with, we spoken to about this man, want to now date this man that I'm no longer with? It doesn't make sense. It's given that you was trying to talk to him or had your eye on him or whatever while we was together. So that would be my only issue. Now, being the I don't give a fuck kind of person that I am, I wouldn't even have said all the words. I'm like, yeah, go ahead if you want to. That's it. I would have said nothing else. Because honestly, the fact that she's even asking if she can talk to the man tells me everything that I need to know. Because as my friend, you should know what's off limits and what's not. And if you feel like this was an appropriate ask on your part, and you feel like there's nothing wrong with you talking to him, then you shouldn't even have had to ask me. Anyway, I'm not gonna make this whole long drawn out conversation. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about it, men and women, because again, the men in the comments was acting like what's the big deal type thing. even talk to him because I'm not talking to her either way, which is true. Because it's like when somebody asks you that, it's like, because for you to even consider it, we don't need to be friends type thing. So I understand that completely. So y'all let me know how you feel about it. Again, men and women, chime in. Would you feel some type of way if your ex, or if your close friend, we'll say if your friend wanted to date an ex of yours? Men and women, how would you feel about that?